Hey, this is Chris, keeping it real. Yet another coronavirus. You know, I say that just to tick Google off because it's so irritating to me that a company would want to silence free speech as they make money off of free speech. Having said that, I think the thing that's most disturbing to me about this virus outbreak is the complete lack of preparedness on behalf of the medical community across the world. You wouldn't think that it would be so hard to come up with an antibody test and get it out quickly. I mean, and not one that costs $1,000 a piece either, that takes a machine and a technician to run. I'm talking about there has to be some kind of way to have an antibody test. And I'm not talking about antigen tests. An antigen test, all it does is tell you if you have the disease or not, if the virus is present in your system. What we need is an antibody test, because people have antibodies in their system. They're in one of two places. One, they're sick. Two, they're not sick anymore. And that's what we need to know. That is the information that is so incredibly crucial to know if we're going to come out of this in any kind of decent shape. And the medical community seems to be completely incapable of just doing that one. You got one job, right? All you researchers out there, all you people who do this for a living, all you virologists and immunologists and all you guys, I'm not talking about the people in the ER who can't get the stuff that you guys are supposed to be supplying. ER doctors, nurses, the people who don't have supplies right now because the administration of the hospitals all across this country evidently just don't keep supplies on hand because they're too cheap, I guess. It amazes me. UNC Hospital sent out a call a couple weeks ago for masks. And I'm like, why don't you have a warehouse full of masks? Do they expire? Do they go bad? Do they go rancid? Do you have to keep them refrigerated? No, of course not. I'm being ridiculous. I'm being absurd for the sake of illustrating absurdity. Everybody's just so worried about making money that they've stopped caring, I think by and large, the medical community stopped caring about the people whose goal it is they're supposed to help. And they treat us as bill of goods, like we have the most advanced healthcare system in the world. Well, who cares? Oh, if this is the most advanced, I'd hate to see the worst one. Because this system is broken. It is absolutely broken. When you can't get basic supplies into an emergency room to treat people, it's broken. That's all there is to it. And I think New York City just ticks me off the worst, because everybody's going to go help those people. There's people in the rest of the country getting sick too. Just because you got a bunch of people and you were totally unprepared. Even on the best day, somebody knew and nobody did anything about it. But that's what you get when you get a liberal state, and they don't take care of anything. They say it's all about the people. No, it's not. It's about you. It's about the dirty politicians, about the corrupt hospital administrators. It's about healthcare professionals who only look at the bottom line and don't give a crap about the people paying the premiums. That's what's going on. I feel so much better now. I don't know what the answer is. One of the things that's going to have to, but I don't, you know what I think? I think that everybody's working on an antibody test, and the first thing they're concerned about is how much are they going to get paid. And that might be cynical, but I think that's exactly what it is. What we need is some idealistic people to get together and do an antibody test and give it away for free. I'm not saying you should give it away for free, but I mean, it's like, it shouldn't cost, if we're going to test everybody in the United States, it shouldn't cost more than $10 or $20 a piece. Like, come on. Really? Volume, right? Mass production. I don't even know if, of course, the other problem is, I think we've offloaded so much medical manufacturing capacity. I don't think we have any. That's a problem too. But yet this has happened because why? Because, well, greed on the part of the medical establishment, the medical community. They're all greedy. All they want is their money. Anyway, it's my opinion for today, and my opinion keeps going down because I used to think I could go to the doctor and maybe get something done, but now I'm like, you people don't know anything, really. mean, you've been to school, but it doesn't seem to have done you any good. And I mean everybody. Everybody involved. Everybody. Yeah. Anyway, I could say more, but I'd just be repeating myself, even though it makes me feel better. Got any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. Like and subscribe. We appreciate when you do. If you know somebody who knows how to do antibody tests, give them a call. Say, where are they? My state is hopeless. They don't even release all the information about the COVID-19 deaths, so they don't know. But mark my words, it's not going to be over until there is a test, and we can know who's been sick and who hasn't been sick. And so, and that's fine. If if the virus stops spreading, and we have a population that is sick and a population or has been sick, and a population that hasn't been sick, it doesn't matter, because then there's no way for the virus to be transmitted because it's dead. That's what it is. If the virus can only live in human bodies, except for those animals over in China, I guess, which is always a continuing concern. But what can you say about that? All right, got any questions or comments, leave in the section below. See, I can just go on and on and on. Like and subscribe. We appreciate when you do. If you have any positive, thoughts or ideas that I could pass along, I'd be happy to. I really would, because I don't see much in the way of positivity right now. All right, see you on the next one.